It's a young age, you know.
Hustling from
Hustling
young.
from young.
Like, yeah, 9 or something.
That's dope. That's dope.
So it's always been a passion.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't even say a passion. No, it wasn't a passion back then. I think back then it was just proving to myself that I can do it.
I hear that.
Because I guess back then, like, the t-shirts that were popular were like the Boy Better Know t-shirts, Star and Hood t-shirts.
Yeah.
And I was always very like intrigued to see like, bro, like where did these people go and get their stuff made, innit? And like, yeah.
That's
I
dope.
hear that.
Makes sense as well.
I hear that.
What part of London are you from?
I'm from East London, Hackney.
That's a big neighborhood still.
Yeah.
Big. So they all run with your stuff, yeah?
Yeah, man, Hackney's like one thing is it's communal, innit? So like
Yeah.
I like to base a lot of the pieces, a lot of the ideas, a lot of the photo shoots, etc. are in Hackney.
Yeah.
So like it's got that real community feel and the community presence.
It makes sense.
I like that.
People from East are creative, you know. That's one thing that I'll give East London.
Nah,
is,
man, we
you
got
know.
everything. Let's give us a like, we're known for everything.
Nah,
Everything. Every single thing.
nah, they go in, so I can't deny that.
Yeah, okay. Do you know what? I went to your your pop-up, the Hackney shop. It was lit.
Which year?
I think, was it 18?
Possibly, yeah. That's
I think it was
the
18.
latest one.
I think it was 18.
Thank you, man. Thank
So what,
you.
that was your second one?
Third one.
Third one?
Yeah, so we
Wow.
had 16, 17 and 18.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So you really been like mashing the work from early.
Yeah, man, I've been trying. Like, it's hard, but, you know, trying to think.
What keeps you going?
The fact that I know that it's going to be big one day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I know the scale that I want it to be at, and I can always see that in it. So for the fact that I'm not there yet, I just know that I gotta keep adding certain things.
Yeah.
So until it gets there, I can't stop.
No, I hear that. That's good, you know.
But where do you see it going like in the next couple of years? Like you've done 3 pop-up shops and they were successful. So do you see yourself having a shop?
I don't know if I want to have a one-figure store, maybe like 20 years from now, because I feel like then it might be more stable. But for the foreseeable, I guess obviously just offering like high-end streetwear, like luxury products, so tracksuits, but good material tracksuits, like top-tier tracksuits, accessories. Hopefully do like the one figures for her stuff, so start introducing some
To be
women
fair, I wear
stuff.
the men. I wear the.
Yeah, no, I know, that's what I'm
stuff
saying. A lot of
the
people
shorts
complain.
that you lot be putting out.
Yeah.
My fave.
Obviously, a lot of people complain that I don't make women's wear, but I've stayed away for a reason. So
What's the
yeah.
reason? Do you
That
feel like
it's-
you need to
it's
bring
difficult, man. Like, I need
Is that because you're a man?
yeah, like I need a woman team. And like if I'm gonna do like one figures for her, it's gotta be led by a woman. Like it couldn't be
That
led
would be so
by
weird,
myself,
yeah. That would be so
because
weird.
I know what we like men.
Yeah.
But women know what they like, innit? So
True.
yeah, until the team obviously grows bigger, then yeah,
How many of you are there?
that free.
Three or three? Did you say three?
Three.
Like three,
You lot have been around for
three
long,
solid members.
and you've
like,
been doing with 3.
Yeah,
behind. Wow.
That's dope.
obviously, there's the support of many other people.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I
like
hear that, but
three,
the 3 that put in the hours.
yeah.
Wow.
You know, when it came to, obviously, one figures is obviously it was yours when you started out. When it came to choosing, obviously 2 other people,
Yeah.
how did you go around doing it, or did you just your circle?
Did they come up with you, or?
I mean, like the 2 are like my friends, close friends, but then it's like the team was a bit bigger, anyways.
Yeah.
So then it's like over the years, it's kind of descaled because it's got more serious in it. So then
Okay.
I've been able to like filter, like
Yeah, who's
who's
serious
like
and-
dead serious,
Yeah.
who's willing to
Dead
take the
weight.
L with me,
Yeah.
who's willing to take the W's with me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I'm willing to add to the team as well. That's the maddest thing.
So you
like,
trust
yeah,
them?
100 with everything.
So they all have your vision.
Yeah, like we share the same vision in it. Obviously, I'm a guy that likes to like listen in it. It took a while because I never used to,
Yeah.
but like I've developed like a good listening skill. Like they might see something different that I might have missed
Yeah.
that could enhance a certain thing, and then we move in it. I guess that's the benefits of having a team, sort of thing.
Even though you guys all share the same vision as a team, like obviously one figures is your baby, like even though you've got your 2, your left arm, your right arm, but it's your baby. So do you feel like if there's any disagreements, like you then step in and be like, "Do you know what, but actually like it's my
Yeah, no, 100.
thing,
Like sometimes it's just like too much dilly dally, and then it's like, yo, we're going with this, and more time it's not offensive because then they know that it's like it's an educated guess because I've got a bit more experience than you in this, and obviously they got experience in different sort of things as well.
But combined, it
works.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I guess you still got to lead your team.
Yeah, man.
To a certain extent. Like, would you see yourself placed in like places like, I don't know, like Selfridges, like those?
Yeah, like we want to do all the high department stores. Like we got news coming soon. I'm not gonna jinx it, but you know what I'm saying.
That's dope.
News. What kind of news? Spill the tea. Just a little.
You like high department stores, innit? So
That's what you're saying.
you know, yeah. Not gonna say when, but I guess if you ever just go uptown one day, you might see it there.
Okay.
Just look for it, innit? I guess.
I'll keep my eyes. You're not hard to miss. One thing isn't hard to miss.
Yeah, it's not hard to miss at all.
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
Obviously, I'll say in the last 3 to 2 years, a lot of people have been coming out with t-shirt brands and design brands. Do you feel like one figures? Actually, I already know the answer. But do you feel like you're in your own lane, or do you feel like you've got competition from everyone else that's coming up?
I mean, you see, with me, like I don't like to look left, because I get distracted. I might think, oh yeah, alright, cool, they're bringing out a tracksuit, so you know what? Yeah, let's bring out a tracksuit. I'm allowed to swear, innit? Yeah. Let's bring out a tracksuit, etc. So I like to like I see everything. Yeah. But I don't pay attention to everything. Yeah. Sort of thing. And so I see a lot of the brands that are coming up, and that the ones that I like, I obviously show love to and support and purchase whatever. But I guess everyone's running the same sort of race, innit? If they could be better than One Figures, you know what I'm saying? I guess they'll take the opportunity, sort of thing.
Okay. The one thing I like about One Figures is I've been watching you guys for years. A lot of people that I grew up with, went to school with. They wear your brands and all this. Your creativity and the way you're branding and just everything is never the same. It's always changing and evolving. One thing I've noticed about people that make clothes, they the design trend is kind of all the same. It's something that I realized last week. It's got that distorted kind of double vision sort of thing going on. Have you ever been tempted to go down that design route?
What, as in to design like?
Yeah.
I guess to imitate.
I mean,
what others are doing.
It's easy to do that, isn't it? Then it's harder to not do it. I like more complex designs that you might not even look twice at, but for the person that understands it, they're gonna wear it, sort of thing, innit? Yeah. Like, I guess you can make something as simple as that, and it will sell. It will always sell because it's easy to wear. You can wear it with anything, innit? Yeah. But I like to challenge and be like, oh yeah, One Figure's got that going on. It might not be cool now, but the people that get it and then look back at it, be like, yeah, man, I'm happy I got that, sort of thing. So, nah, man, I wouldn't say I don't follow trends because I'm aware of them. Yeah. But I try to steer away from them.
That makes sense.
Do you want to be a trendsetter?
No.
How comes?
Why?
Trendsetter in what sort of context?
For example, when a new trend comes about, you want it to be One Figures. That's the one that paving the way for that trend. Because you see, with trends, there's pressure because then it's like, okay, when your trend is done now, what then happens? I like to work under pressure, but a trend is like you're there for the moment, sort of thing, innit? Like, temporary. For example, brands like Ralph Lauren, they're not trends. They're just there. They had baggy tracksuits. It just may be more slimmer now. Same tracksuit though. Yeah. Do you get it? So the trend thing, no, man, I don't think so.
What makes my thing is when I see certain not certain designers, let's say people like Gucci and all those other ones, what makes them so different? Like, because essentially they're not all the same, but it's very simple logos, simple designs. Is it more so to do with the texture of the clothes?
So that with them big fashion brands, they're like fashion houses, isn't it? So like they've been around for like hundreds of years. Cool. So they've got access to some serious like materials. Yeah. So for example, they might only have like 7 logos, but the way they manipulate them 7 logos over them 100 years, you would never know, because they keep changing materials, the way it looks on a t-shirt, different jumpers, scarves. So they're because they got so much access to so much different things, they're very resourceful. That's the word there. So I guess it's just getting to that point, and even like if I touch wood, whenever my kids are born and stuff, and they get one figures, hopefully they can carry on and be like, sort of thing. Yeah, because it's mad. Like having a strong fashion label, like a reputable one, takes years. I can imagine. Like 10 years. Is
I'm glad you know that.
I guess if it never happens, then it was never meant to happen. Do you get it?
And you're content with that?
I'm fine with that.
I like that.
That there's no. I feel like if it happens and it didn't happen, that's supposed to. It's a stain on your error, innit? Like it's a stain on your logbook. Like if you crash, you're gonna have to declare the crash sort of thing, innit? Yeah. So man. Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, you know, I ain't too stressed.
But the journey is something that will live with you forever.
100%. Yeah, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess there's been certain things we've done that we said, oh yeah, brilliant, and certain things that we've done and we said, oh yeah, that was shit. But I guess it's just all a learning process, innit?
Are you hard on yourself?
Very.
Perfectionist?
Not perfectionist, but I am hard though. Like I like things done a certain way.
Attention to detail?
Yeah.
Do you want One Figures to be a designer? Like when people think Gucci, when people think all of these different brands like Marshall, like do you want One Figures to be a designer?
Eventually. Obviously, we've started from like not rough, but like very street-led material. So like very cotton, the polyesters, etc. Like now making the transition into like the leathers and the different things is huge. You don't just do that over like 2-3 years. That takes 10 years, 20 years sort of thing, innit? I guess eventually I'd love to be a designer, but then again, you have to now understand the business of fashion, innit?
Yeah.
It's like you can bring out clothes all day long. You can be sick. There's so much sick like people that make clothes, but if you don't understand like the business side of it, you're in trouble.
That's where it all starts.
So you have to take time and do your research on that.
Tell us about your latest campaign, the sports, where you partnered with. Did you partner with?
Yeah, so we had oh my god, off the top of my head, Red Bull. If they're listening, I'm gonna be in big trouble. We had like a plantain crisp brand. I forgot the name off the top of my head. Ask me again in like 5 minutes.
All
but
right,
yeah, we had a few people partner up for the campaign.
When I saw it come out, I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I felt like it was about time, because you know how people love to wear sports jerseys. Like people,
I guess,
love that kind of that look. So the collection you brought out, I was like, okay, this is it.
No, thank you, man. I guess with that particular collection, because we've been in lockdown and stuff, there's not much you can do, etc. So the inspiration behind it was to just make clothes that you could potentially wear again next summer.
Oh, that's smart.
Do you get it? So yeah,
I hear that.
and it's limited pieces, so you won't get it again. Yeah, but you've got it basically in it, and you will remember why you got it in the certain space you got it in basically.
So you like your customers to get that exclusivity.
Yeah, man.
From time to time.
Obviously,
or do you keep all your pieces?
No, from time to time. So like we've got basics that are there all year round. Yeah. But then like the capsules. So for example, the summer stuff, when that's sold out, it's gone. The winter stuff, when that comes out, we're gonna drop a capsule in the winter. When that comes out, it's gonna be gone as well. Then just the basics in that stay. Yeah. So there's only certain pieces you can get that all year round.
Do you do kids wear?
We're going to, but again, that's another thing that I stayed away from.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I feel like I could have sworn I saw.
Yeah, there's been bits like I've done for like friends and family.
Okay, but
I've never
nothing that you're ready to.
Nothing to the public, no.
Why are you putting that off? Are you more likely to do for kids wear first before women's wear? Or with kids wear, is it the same kind of regard where you feel like, you know what, not to get
with
personal,
kids wear? No, I ain't got no kids.
Okay.
With kids, it's like it's just creating the demand, innit? Because I would hate to kind of like, for example, I would hate to have the same sort of promotions running through the main channel.
Okay.
And then running through a different channel, so I'd have to create like a whole new campaign for kids, kid friendly.
Yeah.
It'd be very lazy to just have it on the
Yeah.
figures page. Oh yeah, here's the kid stuff.
Yeah. You gotta give it
its own leg to stand on it. So, like you said, attention to detail. So when I'm ready to do that, or when the team's ready to do that, then I guess it's gonna be put in motion, and that's for women as well. Yeah.
Makes a lot of
Where'd
sense.
you get your inspiration from? Like, what gets your creative juices flowing? Like, you see how people with music, they get these moments where, do you know what, they hear a song or they're in a moment, experience whatever, and they feel like, oh, they have to write. Like, do you have moments where you just feel like, I've got an idea, I've got a
just
design?
live my life, you know.
It just comes to you.
Literally, like every day, reading books, speaking to people, watching TV, like looking at certain things, going out. Like, that's how I draw inspiration.
Okay.
Right.
So do you put pen to paper? Like, do you put
I
pen
don't
to
draw.
paper?
I'm very bad at sketching.
don't?
Like,
So how do you collate? Like, how do you put together your ideas?
so for example, I might have an idea. I might sketch it. I might sketch it, or like I might see something that I like, pull it on the computer, and then send it over to one of the designers and say, "Alright, listen, the idea I've got for this is da 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 da," because I can't design on a computer. So I would pay them to do the design, do the piece, and then pay them like a money on top for whatever they've done, and then
Okay.
Do you work with different designers, or do we have like a one figures designer?
different designers.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
I think that is so cool simply because it will be so much easier to get someone that
Yeah.
knows what you like. But when you're experimenting with
But
others,
I think the thing with that now is that the designs will be the same after a while.
yeah,
Yeah, because then they'll just be like, make it like this, similar to that, because that's sort of like that sort of thing. So yeah, I like to work with different people.
that makes a lot of sense.
What kind of struggles have you faced, like, on this journey of building this brand? Like, has it been rough? Like,
Yeah, I can't sit here and lie and say it's been glitz and glamour. Like, just the last 2 years have we got super infrastructure, like where everything is ran top to bottom in a perfect way. Of course, obviously when I started I was like 19. Like, no one told me about like corporation tax or filing this or doing that or making sure that this addresses the, do you know what I'm saying? So like business wise, I had to sit back and do the education and learn how to run a business, like fundamentally just a business, innit? Like, but another struggle might have been, I don't know, finances, because I've got so many ideas. I probably at the start wanted a lot of things to come out really quickly, and I couldn't finance it on my own. So then I had to learn how to break things down, and that was frustrating because I'm thinking, nah, man, I want more of this stuff, but then I had to learn how to like utilize what I've already got in it.
it sounds like a lot of self-awareness.
Yeah, I had to do a lot of growing up in it. Like, I'm 25 now, and I started when I was 19, so yeah.
I feel like, but that's one thing that's gonna make your brand successful.
Hopefully.
The longevity.
Yeah, hopefully.
It's got its story as well.
Yeah.
Story to the
Business
streets as
mind,
well.
yeah, like the community ties as well is.
Yeah, that's very important, man.
Yeah.
Very.
Very important. I feel like if the streets don't rate you,
Yeah.
obviously it's very overrated to say that, but like, I'm from the streets, so like if I make stuff and it's not ringing alarms on the streets,
Then
it's a bit like,
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
I get that.
Makes sense.
So who's your main like audience? Who do you make clothes for? Like, obviously Hackney plays such a huge, like, monumental influence in you know, your designs or what you do and the clothes you make or whatever. So when it comes to like you making clothes, who is it for? Is it for your intermediate community, or is it?
First, I like to design clothes that I personally like and would wear in it.
Yourself.
That
Okay.
first.
Yeah.
And obviously there's some pieces that I have to left and right. I think, alright, cool, this would just be great for business. But majority of the pieces I make because I would like to wear them, or the people immediately around me would wear them in it. But the typical person could be male or female, I don't know, age like 19 to 28, that likes like luxury, not even luxury, but like likes high quality materials, good fit, you know, works or earns a good amount of money to be able to spend, because the one figure stuff isn't getting any cheaper. It's only rising, in it. So
I can tell you've got a business mind, because I feel like even with what you've just said, like you can tell you've got your audience, like customer persona. You break it down to you know how much they're making and you know how they want to look, how they want to feel, and the quality. Like that's very business.
Because it's like if you wouldn't go buy something you couldn't afford, innit? So then that's just how I'm trying to bracket it, sort of thing. I feel that mistake that a lot of people make at the start, and I did at the start, was trying to make everything affordable for everyone.
You can't please everyone.
You know what I'm saying?
It goes
you
for
can't.
everything. You really can't please everyone.
And you learn that. I learned that the worst way. So
but you've had some wins as well.
Yeah. We've had some wins. Like
do you are you someone who do you celebrate your successes? Or?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay, that's
like even if it's little.
That's good. That's good.
100.
Because I feel like sometimes you can get lost in what you're doing and
everything I remember will get celebrated.
That's a good way to keep your growth up, to be honest. You gotta celebrate the small wins.
Because obviously
keeps you going as well.
Man, more time.
I'm not. You've probably seen it. You know, there was. I'm not sure what country she's from, but a black woman done a runway with. I'll call it invisible people.
Congolese woman.
Yeah.
Hanifa.
Yeah. Talk to us about that. I don't really understand it. I understand the hype, but I don't really get it per se.
How does I guess it's her. What she did was like sick on like a visual level. So with your brand, like how do you feel visually? Like how do you like with in regards to what she did, like how she did it, her approach and the outcome? What do you think? Like, are you influenced by what she did? Like, seeing the reaction and.
I think what she done was sick, because you got to see it like at the time she did it was meant to be a fashion week. I forgot what fashion week. So it's like you've basically now made everyone still tune into your pieces interactively in such a sick way. Like it's borderline revolutionary, and it wasn't done before.
Yeah.
And the way it looked so real.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She was so
it was proper scary how real it looked, and the pieces looked real. It was moving, it was bouncing. So it's like that was proper sick. And obviously, there's been people that have done it after, but because she's done it first now, it's sick. Yeah, and the story about her collection and certain pieces I'm reading into, I'm like, yeah, this is dope.
When I saw it, I was like, what new technology is this? Is it actually people?
Yeah.
Is the clothes actually real?
No, it's mannequins. So like I felt there's a program. I was working with one of the designers on it that you can basically simulate. So.
But do you have to code a lot with that? Like
I don't know if you have to code, but then there's certain things like certain functions and that. So I think what you'd have to do is get someone to obviously walk, but then attach things to them and then follow the pattern on the computer, and then I guess piecing the clothes together isn't that hard, isn't it?
Yeah. And I guess you can build an algorithm based off of that.
Yeah.
So when are you doing your own like visual launch? Like,
I'd love to do a show in it, but again, a show isn't
at your pop up, for example.
No.
Would that work?
No. It'd have to be like a show where like you get a ticket to come.
Oh, so you want to do it proper, not just
something like they used to be My Runway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something similar, obviously, hopefully on a bigger scale, like just like a normal runway in it on a fashion week.
Have you been to a fashion week?
Yeah.
Which one?
Paris.
Is that your favourite?
I like Milan's one.
Yeah.
I've been to London as well. I've been to a few shows in London just to literally like, get inspiration in that. But Paris is dope though. Did you say mine soon?
The collection that's coming up.
No, that's not gonna have a runway. No, but it's gonna be sick either way.
That's good, man. Damn, I didn't think there was this much that went into clothes, you know.
Yeah, bro, it's mad. Trust me, that everyone feels like it's just what you see in it.
Yeah, you just think it's like logo, stick on the t-shirt.
Go out, get a photographer, take a picture. Because remember, you're trying to get people to spend money.
Yeah.
and I ain't gonna lie, for someone like myself, for you to get me to spend bread, like I've got to be invested in your pictures, in your visuals, in the material. Like obviously it's mad because obviously I'm not thinking of a consumer's brain, like, I'm thinking of as a business owner, but even as a consumer, when I'm switched on as a consumer, still to part with my money, you got to do a little bit.
What do you think is more important, pictures or video?
I mean, obviously, pictures tell a story themselves, innit? If it's shot right with the right concept, it can tell a better story than videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes videos are boring.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you want to see a certain thing, you want to see it still. And obviously a picture's better for that. But then sometimes, obviously, you want to see something more fluid, more walking, more visual, innit? I take pictures, though. I do more campaign, like, picture-wise. Yeah.
Would you invest in more like video?
Yeah, we got an advert coming. I'll give you like everything, but
like you're just dropping like kind of get just a little bit.
Yeah,
more.
we got like an advert coming for the winter stuff.
Wow.
Which should be
For
dope.
winter as well.
Yeah, it should be sick.
Would you do a Christmas jumper type?
Nah, like I said, it's trendy, innit? Like
Yeah,
obviously I would,
Like
but
a
like
limited edition.
that'd be
or...
like again, I'd have to do it with someone that does sick Christmas jumpers. I wouldn't create one myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you wanna basically, it sounds like you wanna partner with people who really know their craft for the niche.
Yeah, man. Like if I was to make a microphone, I gotta hit the microphone company up and say, yo, like we want your microphone, bro.
But I like that because it shows like you know what you can do, and to the extent that of what you can't do,
like,
rather than just trying to do everything yourself.
Doing everything and then doing it half good is dead. Because now if I bought you like a one figures microphone and it's not even connecting to the thing, it just looks good for no reason. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man.
I think I've learned a lot, you know. Damn. But you can apply what you're saying to.
Yeah, bro. Everything. I try. Man.
You really do speak with a business mind.
Yeah,
it
you
seems
can
like
tell.
the effort you put into knowing that business side has really like paid off.
Trust me, that's probably like 1% of anything. There's people out there that they've got it all top to bottom. I'm literally very entry level.
Blood.
Trust me, man.
If there's one designer that you would love to work with, who would it be?
Like just one, not top 3, not top.
Well, a specific designer.
Yeah, like designer.
Good question. There's a guy called he's done like some Nike stuff. His name is Ricardo Tashiki. Spelled I might even say
Has
it
he
wrong.
done like vintage like stuff?
No, it's not vintage. He's got like his own Nike line. Like
Okay.
Ricardo Tisci. Top sick guy. Like
Did it come out beginning of the year?
no. He's had Nike from. He does like a lot of golf clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, but then he puts his little twist on. He puts his little twist on it and that. Like the night leather gloves, he designed it.
Oh, is it? Those leather gloves are legendary.
Legendary leather gloves. You get it, so yeah.
That is dope.
He's hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you research, you gotta research and
That's
be
true.
actually into your craft. It's not, oh yeah, I learned that, then think that's
And now trust me, but then again, it's just being consistent, innit? If you
You find
don't,
that difficult?
what being consistent
Yeah.
with what?
With, I guess, so obviously with, I feel like with the industry you're in, like, for example, like you said, when you're out, people come up to you and want to have conversations about one figures. It's clear like the demand is growing. So do you, in that same regard, like when it comes to putting clothes out, when it comes to all those different factors that contribute to you putting stuff out, how do you manage that? How do you cope?
With demand.
Yeah, like
I mean, you learn demand in it. So I've learned that there's certain sizes that sell quicker than other certain sizes, but don't neglect another size because of that.
okay.
Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no,
So
I definitely get what
I
you mean.
might get more mediums than I might get extra smalls, but don't neglect the extra smalls because there's someone that wants an extra small. Sort of thing in it, but then you will learn that about your business in it. So I know what sizes sell more overall in every product in it. So I guess that's just a timing issue. And in regards to demand, again,
so you're consistent with the demand then?
Yeah, of course. Okay. Like obviously, I try to restock at least once on popular stuff. I try and get a lot. I've got a lot of quantity of stuff to come in, so then everybody or most people can get things. And I guess when time, as it grows, the quantities get bigger. Yeah.
So when it comes to let's say, how does it actually work? So you get an order on the website, obviously, and then you just go to your manufacturing company and they make the t-shirt, or you have already.
You have
You get
Spotify or
Shopify. Yeah. I said I did that as well. Shopify. No, so with me, I like to have stock already in it. So I'd never promote something that I don't have.
Yeah.
I've done that before, and it gets really messy because then it's like the timing, the manufacturer could take long, which means now you've got to kind of say to your customer, oh, you gotta wait a few days, and then you're compromising in it. So more time, I just like to have things well stocked. Whatever you see me promote, I've got like tangible in the hundreds. Yeah.
So you don't pre-launch, because I know.
It depends, innit? Like obviously, if there's demand, I could potentially pre-launch. Obviously, pre-launching is a good way to obviously build money to pay for a collection, innit? It's sick, innit? But then the demand, you have to be so sure that the demand is top, or then you've just killed yourself. Whereas I feel like I could potentially do that, where like I pre-launch and get a lot of but just to make sure that I know that the stuff is coming, I would obviously just pay for it. I will do one day to test it, but not soon. No.
Has your brand like put you out of pocket like at
Before.
times in like during your
like
journey?
I said, obviously at the start I wasn't great at business, innit? So like I was doing a lot of silly things, obviously spending a lot of business money. But then as now the business has got a better infrastructure, I understand that business money is business money. You can't say, oh yeah, I'm going to go buy some new Balenciagas with the 1F money. It's crazy. Like I work my own job and stuff, so I've got my money sort of thing in it. So I've now obviously getting better at business, like I've said. You learn to differentiate the both in it.
So you would only use one figure's money for one figure.
Yeah, that's it. Like obviously because I've got an accountant as well, that's what she says to me. Like yeah. So you've got to learn to like whatever is made is for that, and obviously it's good practice because like whatever you make you just put back in, and then from when you put it back in it just grows, and then you get to a stage where now you're actually making money because you've got stock. You've got so much stock now that now you don't even have to like use that money to pay for more things. Your things are just here. You're just generating sales now. It sounds easy, but it's very hard.
I've learned this.
Yeah, the hard way. It's just business, innit? Business principles 101. Don't spend the re-up. That's it.
Can we get a jacket in this?